I accept the mathematical formula put forward by the Deputy. What I'd be interested in, have we any statistics on if people are complying with the 50, how many actually have impacts at more than, we say, 30k, because most people break before an impact. And I think we should be realistic about this. And do we have any statistics also in relation to, if you set a thing too low, is there flagrant more disobedience to it? Or if you set it at what people consider a reasonable level, depending on the road type, is there more likely to be compliance with the speed limit? And finally, how often of the fatalities or the serious accidents in urban areas, how many were caused by people exceeding the existing speed limit? In other words, the problem wasn't the speed limit, the problem was the exceedance.
Just to your point, Deputy Ó Cuív, I mean, there's significant data being that has been compiled by the Road Safety Authority on many of the fatalities and the trends across them, and speed and excess speed is a key factor, both in urban areas for people who've lost their lives as pedestrians or cyclists, but also, in fact, this wider speed limits review is also examining the huge inconsistency and excessive speed limits we have on certain rural roads, which if people went to that speed, they're at a completely unsafe position on our road. So I think the review, when published and coming very shortly, actually, will provide much greater consistency in terms of the overall speed limits and the guidance for local authorities in the setting of speed limits. But I can ask the Road Safety Authority to send on the specific data and information on this, but they're very clear that the speed is a massively central factor, and they provide the they've that specific data related to each step.